Georgia Tech barely escaped with a win over Wake Forest in overtime after a slow first half, to say the least. Here was head coach Brent Key's message to his team at halftime.
At halftime, we had to hit a hard reset. Right? There was no yelling and screaming. There was no getting after people. I simply said to them, we have to take a deep breath, blow the first half out, and all that matters is us going out there to win the third quarter.
It certainly worked. The Jackets outscored the Demon Deacons 27-12 for the rest of the game, including overtime, proving why Georgia Tech is one of the best teams in all the ACC. Tech dropped a spot to number 17 in the AP poll, but still undefeated heading into the bye week. 5 weeks, 5 wins, 3 of them required a little bit of a comeback. Do you give them credit for the comebacks? Do you think that they should be one of these teams that should be boat racing teams, Grant?
I don't know that they're in the boat racing category yet, and I think that these comebacks are not a problem until they don't happen. So there can be something to be said for the chemistry that a team has and the ability to come back and do these kinds of things, but again, we may run into an opponent where that comeback is just not possible, and then you start to find, I think, that gut check that they haven't necessarily faced at this point in the season, but you can't take anything away from the wins and the way that they've done it. You'd much rather win than lose. That's the most obvious statement of the show, but I'll throw it out there anyway. You do have to like, I think, the ferocity that Brent Key has his group playing with.
This offense is led by Haynes King, who has become a cult favorite online and for people here in the city of Atlanta. So many of their points came after those orange slices in the locker room. It seems like this team always heats up after, I don't know, the second half begins or when Haynes King seems to get hurt or something.
It feels that way. It also felt like, Reggie, they just finally opened up the offense. Down 20-3, all of a sudden it was, a 10-yard speed out to Eric Rivers. And then you're going to throw another one. Guess what that does? That loosens up all the quarterback run game and all the eye candy that Buster Faulkner likes to have. I'd like to see you get to that a little bit earlier. You've got playmakers on the outside. And if all of a sudden you hit a 5-yard out, a 7-yard out, these plays where Haynes King can get back, put his foot in the ground, and get upfield become a lot more wide open.
Got a bye week for them this upcoming week. Virginia Tech, Duke, Syracuse, NC State, Boston College, Pitt, all left on the resume. A combined record of 14-14 throughout the season. Grant, how many of those 6 games can be wins, and is it going to be enough to get them to an ACC title game appearance?
I think that it can be, and I think that they have a case, and they have made their case in the way that they have been winning and playing, that their better days may even be ahead of them. They're building that steam, and that's why I feel like, that ACC title game, that's a very realistic possibility for them. I think a 10-win season is out in front of them. They just got to go out there and get it.
What would a trip to Charlotte mean for this Tech team?
It would be awesome. It would be huge for the program. They'll play Miami, and that'll have me split a little bit because Miami's going to take care of their side. But it'd be great for Coach Key. I mean, he has built this the right way. Built it from the inside out. He's built with the offensive and defensive lines. And it's kind of culminated with this year. Haynes King being a senior, you kind of put everything on his back. You kept Buster Faulkner in tow. Making it to the ACC title game, it's going to have where everybody in this city believes that they finally made it.
Look, man, they're the only team here in the city that's really balling, that's undefeated in FBS. So, you got to love that.